now it's time for a very special guest on our show, because we are the first in the world to review this. It is the Oris Aquis Calibre 400, a very modern and decently priced dive watch. And it has a brand new engine, the Calibre 400. And that really is a big thing, because Oris is so confident about this, they're offering a 10-year warranty on this brand new movement. That really shows how much confidence they have in this movement, and that's why I'm so thrilled about this introduction. It really is a big thing. So, nerdy things first, here are some specs. The brand new Calibre 400 offers a 5-day power reserve, coming from not one, but 2 mainspring barrels. The accuracy is -3 + 5 seconds a day, which means it's within chronometer standards. And to keep it stone cold in the face of magnetism, it has a silicon escape wheel and a silicon anchor. But there's more. Oris told me that their fundamental ambition about this watch was to eliminate some of the most occurring problems with mechanical movements, and therefore they had to reinvent the wheel. Oris engineers identified that one of the most frequent issues with automatic mechanical movements came with the ball bearings that allow the free spinning of the rotor. Now, this is obviously an essential part of the winding system, because as the rotor spins, it generates energy that's stored in the mainspring barrels. But Oris has found a way around the ball bearings, which have been around since 1948, since Eterna invented this. Instead, they replaced it with a low-friction slide bearing system, in which a metal stud runs through a lubricated sleeve. And although it sounds a little bit dirty and very high-tech, it is actually a much less complex solution. And it's actually a smart solution, because it involves far less wear and tear. Now that is what it makes very efficient and less vulnerable. And all of that only needs service every 10 years. And that's about half as often as a normal watch does. Now, the finishing of this movement is quite industrial, but I think it fits their philosophy on watches. So expect to see sandblasted surfaces and not too much decorations. Now, at this point in the presentation, some viewers might have noticed I'm a little bit of an Oris fanboy. And this watch actually affirms my opinion about it. They don't just do something. They do things because they have the philosophy of making really good watches for an honest price. Last year I spoke to Pete Fishley, who is the technical boss of Oris, and he actually literally said to me, our intention is not to make 50 very high-tech watches. Our intention really is to make very good quality watches at an honest price. And that is exactly what this movement allows them to do even more. And you know what I'm actually very curious about is, will they use this movement in other watches as well? I actually asked this at Oris, and obviously they didn't give me a very official answer, but my feeling is we're gonna see this movement in a lot more Oris watches. And given the size of the movement, which is quite big, you will only see it in slightly larger watches, maybe around 37, 38, 39 millimeters, something like that. One other thing frequent viewers might have noticed is I've actually already done a review on the Aquis, that time with slit and movement, and this is actually what I said about it. But what I think is the best about this watch, it stands out. There are so many retro divers out there at the moment, and this is modern. It is now. It looks good with every style. It's refreshingly different. And at this price, this quality is a real good package. And I still stand by those words. Now, I think it looks unlike any dive watch on the market, and that really gives it character. Now, the watch is actually 300 meters water resistant, and it has a system that allows you to switch the straps as you like. Now, the finishing is excellent, with a beautifully domed anti-reflective glass and a ceramic bezel. And one thing I really love, as always with Oris creations, is that dial. That is really a stunner. Look at the beautiful gradient around the edges. It's just beautiful. Except, of course, for that date window. But as it is at 6 o'clock and on a black disc, I can actually live with it. It actually does look quite good. I really didn't think I was going to say this about a date window, but it does, because it just fits perfectly. And while we're at it, are there actually even more downsides to this watch? Well, there is one elephant in the room. And the elephant is big, very big, the size. Look to look, it measures 43.5 millimeters. And to be really honest with you, I've actually seen clocks in cathedrals that were smaller than this. And as always with big watches, the real question is obviously, is this watch cock or is it cool? Wow, how useless is that? The Coca-Cola meter has always been a moody machine, but this time it really takes it to the extreme. It actually doesn't even show anything anymore now. So, what is it? Is it watch cock or is it cool? I don't know. And all the watch is a very serious step into a very serious direction for Oris. This Calibre 400 movement really is a big deal. Now, does it make your watch tick faster? No, obviously not. But quality in watches is not measured that way. Quality in watches is measured in years. And giving 10 years warranty on a movement, that's ballsy. And as always, Oris shows it knows the difference between a good watch and a great watch. Now, the excellent combination of decent pricing, technical prowess, good quality and very good looks really make this watch a package worth 3,000 euros. And as a watch nut, I really adore their ambition, because this shows that Oris is totally serious about horology. So, when it comes to a final judgment on this watch, this is a very functional, quite affordable, very sturdy and very good looking watch that works well in nearly every occasion. Now that is a real watch. Period. So what do you think? 44 millimeters, is that too much or just perfect? Please let me know in the comments. And of course, please like and subscribe, because I love subscribers. I really love them. I really love you. Just subscribe, please. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.